Joining me now, the great Joe Callahan, the NJAC Player of the Year for 2015, now a member of the Cleveland Browns. I want to go back to when you first started with the Packers. Was there one moment in preseason where you felt like, hey, I could play at this level?
I think it kind of happened over the summer within practices. I was starting to gain some confidence and feel pretty good about what I was doing. And then the preseason just kind of reassured me. So it was a pretty good feeling.
Talk about emotional swing. We were all so excited when we got word you were going to start that Hall of Fame game.
I
and
know.
then the game gets canceled because of a turf problem in Canton. So what was that like emotionally for you? I mean, you think you're getting your first NFL start and you hear that news.
Yeah, I mean, there was definitely issues with the field, and it would have been pretty dangerous to play on, but I wanted to play. It would have been, maybe at that point I thought maybe my only chance to start in NFL preseason. So it was kind of let down, but luckily we had a game the next week, so it wasn't the end of the preseason.
You eventually get your chance. You have a great preseason, and I've read the quotes where you get that call from, I think it was Coach Van Pelt, telling you made the team. What was that feeling like when you got that phone call?
I was excited. That was like the dream come true. The preseason was great, and I had my goal to make the team. So when I got the phone call, that was pretty exciting.
Did you call somebody here right away? Did you tell maybe Coach Knapp or Coach Trask? How did they
I
get
called
the word?
my parents and family first, and then Coach Knapp was the first phone call. But we didn't let Coach Trask know that.
So then you've obviously had a whirlwind career already, as short as it's been, and you spent a little time around some of the greats in the NFL when you talk about Aaron Rodgers and Drew Brees. Is there one or two things you picked up from each of them along the way?
I think I picked up a lot more than just one or two things. But just I got a chance to see how they approach the game, practice, their routines for the game, and just I got a chance to see how two Hall of Fame quarterbacks go about their business. So that was a pretty memorable experience for me.
And now, as a member of the Cleveland Browns, I mean, it's obviously a team that you can tell is rebuilding, but has Coach Jackson said anything to you about maybe getting an opportunity down the line, or are you just biding your time?
Just kind of biding my time, making sure I'm preparing each week, trying to pick up as much as the offense as I can, and then studying the game plan and our opponent. So it's a young team. You can see things are starting to come together, but I'm just making sure I'm as ready as I can be.
About this current Wesley team, you've been able to follow them all year, follow a little bit about what's going on in the NJAC?
Yeah, I've tried to keep up with Wesley as much as I could. It seems like they're starting to pick things up at the right time now and gain some momentum going into the playoffs.
How about your teammates? You've been able to keep in touch with Jamar,
yeah.
Bryce, or any of those guys?
I talk to Jamar pretty regularly, and Bryce too. They were some of my better friends on the team when I was playing last year, so I like to keep up with them and tease them when I can.
You had so many great Saturday afternoons on this field. What's it like to come back as an alumnus now?
It's a little bit different watching the game from the stands. I'm not as much of a fan as that, especially since it's a little colder today. I'd rather be playing, but it's fun to see them and see them play well.
What about the NJAC in general? You only played 1 year in the conference, but what was that like lining up against good teams week after playing an independent schedule in previous years?
It was fun. We were traveling a lot with the independent schedule, but I'm from New Jersey, so it gave me a chance to kind of play all the teams that didn't recruit me coming out of high school. So that was fun.
Well, the pride of New Jersey, the pride of the NJAC, and certainly the pride of Wesley College. He's a big celebrity back here today, and everybody's great. It's great to see him back. Our 2015 NJAC Offensive Player of the Year and current member of the Cleveland Browns, the great Joe Callahan. Congratulations.